Hi, I'm Tammy Beilstein. Welcome to Tammy's Window on Calaveras. I'm here today with Tina Mather from the Calaveras Food Bank, and we have quite a few things to talk about. I always love having Tina here. You guys do such great work, and you have a lot of fun doing it. At least it looks that way from the outside.
Oh, good. Well, guess what? You're right. We do, and it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Tina was telling me just before we started that today, Halloween, she went to judge the Halloween contest all around was it the government center?
The government center, yes.
All the Calaveras agencies.
All the Calaveras agencies.
How'd you get that position to go be a judge?
They called me and asked me if I would come because they do something very special for us every Halloween.
What do they do?
They have an event called Stone Soup. This year was the 10th anniversary of Stone Soup, and it's a food and fun drive to help the food bank and to have a lot of fun.
So do the employees of the county bring food to help? Do they bring money also? How does that work?
They do both.
Okay.
It's wonderful. You know, it started 10 years ago with the concept of some people have more than others, and as a community we should help one another, which is a great motto to have.
Yes.
And the story of Stone Soup came about, and how if everybody gave just a little bit and put it to the pot, there'd be a wonderful meal to be had.
Yes.
So it's along that concept, and they raised a lot of funds for us today, and they brought in a lot of food for us today.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
wonderful.
sounds like it was so fun. What agency stood out the most to you?
Oh my gosh, I'm not going to name just one, because I tell you what, as a judge, we deliberated for such a long time. Everybody did such a wonderful job, and this was my first year as a judge, and I was absolutely amazed at the enthusiasm, the creativity that everyone had. It was a delightful event. It really was.
That is so fun. I love when places of work participate in things like that, a bonding activity like that. That is so fun. And what a great way to do it. I'm not a fan of going to those places where you like fall backward and hope that your coworker catches you and that kind of stuff. That is not fun.
That's not a good team building exercise.
No, this kind of thing is fun. That's awesome. I love it. So you'll be doing it again next year?
I'm assuming so, since this was the 10th annual. It was, like I said, I was absolutely blown away at what they did, how they raised funds for the food bank, food for the food bank, and had fun.
How cool. If you need another judge next year, call me.
I will.
Yes, that sounds like a good time. Now, you have a lot of other things coming up. I wanted to get to these. She was nice enough to leave a little calendar here for me because she has so much happening. So what is this Stuff the Bus that I see here?
Okay, so we have our Santa's Express event coming up. That's where we provide toys and meals for families in need in Calaveras County. And I believe it's the 35th year that, or maybe even more than that, that this has been taking place. And it's a community event, because let me tell you, Tammy, we can't do it without our community.
Right.
There's just no way to have that happen. So we're going to see, it's hard to judge the numbers. We started registering clients for it this month, and we anticipate we'll get between 800 and 900 clients to sign up for it. So there's a lot of prep work that goes on to that, and one of the events is called Stuff the Bus, and we do that with our partners with Calaveras Transit, where we go to grocery stores throughout the county, and we ask people if they can help donate food, and we give them a little shopping list, and if you can donate food, that's fantastic. If you don't want to shop and you just want to drop off a check, that's fantastic too.
Okay. Who would they drop the check off to? Over in San Andreas, is it Pull Station Road that you're
We are on Pull Station Road, but we're actually going to be at the food drives, the Stuff the Bus food drives.
Okay.
So November the 3rd, we're going to be at Save Martin Angels Camp. I'm cheating, I'm reading.
Go ahead.
Big Trees Market in Arnold, and then Marval Foods in Valley Springs. So that's this coming weekend, November the 3rd.
Isn't that crazy? That's this coming weekend.
I know.
How'd that happen?
November the 17th, we're back in Angels Camp at Save Mart. We're going to be at Treats here in San Andreas, and then back at Marval Foods. And these events happen all simultaneously from 10 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then our final one is going to be December the 1st, back at Save Mart and Angels Camp. Save Mart's a really good partner with us. Young's IGA in Copperopolis, and again, Marval Foods, also
Okay.
a great partner. So we're hitting the main stores, and then we're getting the little stores as well.
Fantastic.
Everybody is so wonderful, so generous, and so kind enough to let us come and ask for help.
That is really nice. So what kinds of foods do you need most, and what foods do you rather not get?
So non-perishable foods is what we're asking for. And so we have time to sort it and put it in the holiday bags.
Okay.
We'll have a shopping list available at the door. We're looking for basic things, canned goods, stuffing, gravy mix, turkeys for sure.
Okay.
If they want to donate a turkey or donate a ham. And most of the stores will have turkeys on hand. Some of them will have specials on turkey. And in the past, there's been buy one, get one free. I don't know if they're going to do that this year or not.
That'd be nice.
But if not, I'm sure that they're going to have them on sale.
Okay. And you have space for turkeys you have a freezer that large?
We do.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot by 10-foot freezer.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. So, and you have room for everything else too. You don't need anybody to store anything for you. You guys have the space for everything.
We have the space for everything,
Okay.
yes.
Do you have enough volunteers to help you get this done?
So, no. We do ask for volunteers. As I said, this cannot happen without volunteers. So we're asking people to either call us at the food bank at 754-1257. We can talk about the various volunteer opportunities that are available. The Stuff the Bus is really great for families if they want to get children involved. It's really great. And, you know, when a little child says, "Can you help us feed hungry people?"
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Oh,
and they feel good knowing that they've helped someone in their community
Yeah.
and they've made a difference.
Yeah.
So the Stuff the Buses are really great opportunities for that. And then once we have all of that done, we have what we call bagging and sorting days. That's where we sort through everything that we got, and then we start packaging it up for the big day, which is December the 17th. And we have different days that are available. There are a lot of wonderful organizations in our community that will pay their employees to volunteer. So we've had a lot of them already calling us and say, "When can I come?" Thursday, November the 29th is a packing and sorting day. Saturday, December the 8th is a packing and sorting day. And Wednesday, December the 12th is a packing and sorting day. And those are all done at the food bank.
Okay.
That's a great opportunity for teenagers to get involved.
Oh, good idea.
We don't really want the smaller children there just for the main reason that there's forklifts involved.
Okay.
So the older
makes
children,
sense,
the older children, it's great. We just don't want anybody to get hurt. Safety is first, so
Sure.
we don't recommend that the small children come to that event.
Can kids get any sort of high schoolers get any sort of school credit or anything for helping?
Most of them do.
They do.
They
Good.
do, and we have sent these out to everyone's school, high school. So stop by your main office and see if they can give you the information on when and where to sign up. Or again, give us a call, 754-1257, and we'll register you. We're happy to do that.
Oh, perfect. Now, for a sec there, when you said turkeys, I was thinking Thanksgiving. This is all done in preparation for Christmas.
This is all done in preparation for Christmas, yes.
Okay. How do you choose what families get food and which ones? Are there some that go without that you just can't get to?
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope not. So we started registering our clients for Santa's Express. So if you want to participate, if you need a hand up this holiday season, come and see us at the food bank. We do require that you be a Calaveras County resident, and then we are going to ask for proof of income for people in the household because it is an income-based program, and then we'll get you signed up. And we do provide toys for children up to age 17.
Oh, 17.
17, because they're
Nice.
children too.
When do you collect for toys?
So we're collecting for toys simultaneously. You can bring a new unwrapped toy to the food bank. We also have a wonderful partnership with the Calaveras County Chamber of Commerce. They will also be accepting toys, and their address is 7 North Main Street here in San Andreas. It's the beautiful building that has a mural on the side with the big blue awnings right by the flashing light in the middle of town.
Right there on the corner. You can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
And Stacy, Nancy help you set that up?
Yes, she
correct?
did.
Gosh,
Yes, she did.
Incredible.
She's amazing.
I love that woman.
She's amazing.
She's somebody, she's a lot like you. And a couple of my other girlfriends that I know, but if they can help in any way, they find a way to help.
They find a way to help. And coincidentally,
And it's
she
not
was
like
a
they're not
judge
busy
today.
either.
No,
They're
right.
busy people and they still
Yeah.
do it. But she was a judge today?
She was a judge
How
today
fun.
too. So we got to catch up a little bit.
Oh, now see, now I really want to do it next year. All you girls there, that sounds so good. That sounds good. Now, you said unwrapped gifts. Does someone wrap these before they give them to the families, or do you give them to the families unwrapped?
We give them to the families unwrapped. So what we do is we allow the families to, I'm going to use air quotes and say shop. They get to choose the toys that they think are appropriate for their own child.
Okay.
So we set up Mountain Oaks School. I call it Santa's Workshop. And then the parents come and they are allowed to select the gifts for their children. That's why we want
Okay.
them everything unwrapped.
Perfect sense.
So that they can take them home. And it comes from their parents or Santa Claus or whatever it is that their belief is.
Right. And Mountain Oaks School is in San Andreas, not too
Yes.
far from your place, really.
Right.
It is a beautiful place. I had the opportunity to spend a couple of days there, maybe a month or two ago, and I hadn't seen it in a long, long time. I was really, really impressed. It kind of makes me want to have more kids, so I can send them through there.
It is wonderful, and it's close by, so it's really easily accessible. Once the family comes and picks up their holiday meal at the food bank, then they'll make their way on over to Mountain Oaks School to do the toy shopping. So that brings me to another volunteer opportunity.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, it's a big undertaking to get all of those toys set up so that our families can go through and shop.
Sure.
So on Saturday, let me get the date. It's Saturday, December the 15th. We're going to be setting up at Mountain Oaks School. So all of the toys that we've collected will go over to the school, and we put them in different categories by age group to make it easier for the families to come and
Sure.
shop. So again, we need help with that, and that's a great family volunteer opportunity. So
That's nice.
the kids can come, the
Yeah.
teenagers can come, the parents can come, the grandparents can come. It's a wonderful,
Oh, that's
wonderful
neat.
event.
It feels
is.
so good to give. Also,
It's amazing. It really
Yeah.
is.
It's fantastic. You know, one year my husband and my kids and I, we put together these little bags of, for some reason we had like a ton of those little shampoos and soaps and things from the hotels that we
Yep.
stayed in while my daughter was traveling for softball.
Yep.
And we put a lot of those things together, and we happened to be in Stockton, and we just handed them out in their own little bags to homeless people that we saw. And the kids thought that was awesome. We loved it. Do you have a need for that sort of thing?
Absolutely.
Is that during Christmas or all the time?
That's all the time.
Okay.
All the time. You know, we do have a big focus during the holidays, but I do have to say, Tammy, our people aren't just hungry during the holidays.
Right.
They are hungry all year long.
Right.
So we do see a steady stream every single month of the year where we do need food and we do need volunteers. It takes a lot of work to get everything organized, and we appreciate our volunteers. We have some that come religiously every week, and then we have some that pop in and out. And either way, it's just absolutely wonderful, and we appreciate all their help.
That's awesome.
And it's not just the food bank that's in partnership. We also have pantries that are located throughout the county. So again, we're not doing this on our own. We have 11 partner agencies, and without them we couldn't do it either, because sometimes people can't make it to the food bank.
I was going to ask you that. What about the people that are approved to receive the food or the toys if they cannot find transportation to you? Is there a way to get things to them?
So-
I sort of cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfectly fine. So Santa's Express, because it is such a big event, and it is very, there's a lot involved in it, and especially with the toys. So if they do have children, they do need to come down and see us, because there's just so much to choose from as far as the toys are concerned. But we also have, again, another partnership with the Rotaries, all of the Rotaries throughout Calaveras County. They will come on the Saturday before our big event, and they will deliver to families who don't have children. So as people are registering, and we see that they don't have children, we ask if they would like theirs delivered. And the Rotary will take about between 200 and 250 families. They all volunteer. They come and they load up and they deliver. And they deliver throughout the entire county.
That's fantastic.
Not only do they support us with their manpower, but they also support this program financially as well. All of the Rotary clubs. They're such a wonderful partner with us.
Oh, for sure. I'm with the Angels Murphys Rotary, and I know they're all big fans of yours. Love when you come to talk with us and spend your lunch with us. But I know that is something that they've participated in, and they talk about it for weeks and months ahead of time. So I know that this is a big deal to them. They like doing it too.
And they come and pack the food that they're going to deliver too. So it's just a wonderful community event. And I don't want to leave out the fact that we also have other partners that maybe are not able to share their time and their talents with us. But boy, they do support this program financially, and we cannot do it without the community's support. So again, all of the aspects are very important to us. Volunteering your time and talents is a godsend to us. Being able to donate food is a godsend to us. And being able to support us financially, we just can't do it without the community's support.
You know what I find is a big help, at least with our hospice. We are probably a lot like you. We don't have a huge advertising budget.
Right.
And so when we post something on Facebook, or I believe we have Instagram and those sorts of things too, but say we post something on Facebook and just asking people to share your posts is, that's huge. And it takes literally just that quick.
A click.
And you can send it and get it to all of your friends and ask them to share also. And it's such a great way to get the word out about all that you do. And
I have learned that, yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
So I do like to direct people to our Facebook page and clients as well. We always post what's going on. Where are we going to be? Do we need help? What kind of help do we need? And it's a great way to reach our community.
Yeah.
So if you're not following us on Facebook, please do.
Yes. What would they look for? Is it Calaveras Food Bank?
The Resource Connection.
I'm sorry. I
That's
always do that, don't I?
The Resource Connection Food Bank. And if you did search just for Calaveras Food Bank, I believe it would come up too, but the Resource Connection Food Bank, and you'll find us for sure.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Now, do people need to come see you in person? I just got a thought about some of our hospice patients. What if they're not able to leave the house, but they could use some help with food at Christmas or the holidays? Are other people able to refer to you? How would that work?
We do that on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
So most of the time they'll have a caregiver, and it's usually a phone conversation beforehand so we can tell them the information that we're going to need to collect, and then they can come and see us.
Okay. But you'd prefer people just come down to your office, you have everything there, all the paperwork and everything that can be filled out.
Right.
Okay.
We do the paperwork. It's really easy. Come and see us.
Good. You know what else you guys have there is they have information for a lot of other agencies there. So while you're talking to Tina and the other people down at the food bank, I know that you're really great at picking up on something else that might be needed, a coat or things for the kids for school or whatever. I know you pick up on those things and you know how to refer people to the right agencies.
If we can't help you, we'll connect you with someone who can, or at least do our best to connect you with someone who can help you.
Yeah.
So I do have another volunteer opportunity. See, I'm asking for help.
That's what you're here for. That's awesome.
So the big day, I call it the big day. So when we've collected all of this food and we've bagged it and we've sorted it and we've collected all the toys and we've set it up, the big day is when people come to get it.
Okay.
And that's Monday, December the 17th. And we need help doing that as well.
Directing traffic and all of that.
The volunteer sheriff's department comes and directs traffic. It's wonderful.
Do they? That's great.
But we make sure that the person who's coming to pick up is actually registered. We have it's a drive-through. We have a great horseshoe parking lot. Right. So it makes it really easy to do. And the cars all line up on George Reed Drive and kind of spill out onto Pool Station Road.
Yeah.
And it's really quick. We have 3 different stations set up, and so we need volunteers to help us load those vehicles. It's very organized. We'll have 3 stations that our cars will stop at, and then we need people to man those stations. So when the car pulls up, we ask them to put it in park. Where would you like your food? And everybody grabs something, part of that holiday dinner, and puts it in their trunk or puts it in the
That's
back
so
seat,
neat.
wherever it is that they need. Thank you very much. Happy holidays.
Wow.
Right.
So the 3 stations, is that where you first like show your ID at one and then you pull up to the next one to...
We will load 3 cars simultaneously.
Okay.
So, because we try to keep the traffic off of Pole Station
Yeah.
Road as best as we can. So, one pass through, we'll wait on 3 different cars at the same time.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's like you
I
guys
didn't
know
come
what
up
you're
with the
doing.
system. Yeah, I didn't come up with the system, but boy, is it a good system.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's
and then
awesome.
if they have children, we'll have the toy vouchers for them, and then we'll give them their vouchers, and they'll make their way on over to Mountain Oak School and go shopping for Christmas.
That's great.
Yeah.
So can a person get just the help for the toys without participating in the food part of it, or they go together?
They go together.
Okay.
They go together.
Okay.
And really, it is a need for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our families do need both, so we're happy to provide
I just think
both.
there's so many people who feel ashamed, maybe is the word, to ask for food for themselves, but not so much to ask for a toy for their child. And I don't know, it's popped in my head, the people who might not want to ask for food but do need help at Christmas with toys.
Yeah, well, we want to make sure those little tykes have a great Christmas dinner too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Tell people why they should not be ashamed to ask for help if someone's sitting there wishing that they had the guts to do it.
Okay. So number 1, we try to be as open and responsive as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We know you don't want to be there. Nobody wants to have to come to be there. So we're very sensitive to that.
Mm-hmm.
Just come on down and see us. We're here to give you a hand up. It is not a handout. Everybody has needed help sometime in their life.
That's true.
And thank goodness we're here.
Yeah.
And can help. And we're delighted to do it. It's our pleasure to serve this community. It really is. Our hearts are in it. Our passion is in it. And that's what we strive to do. Please don't be ashamed. Please come and see us. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
To give you a hand up when you need it.
That's awesome. You're so non-judgmental.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's almost like, I don't know this about you, it's almost like you've been there, done that. You totally get it. My son at one point went to your place to get some help, and it was great. He left there feeling okay about himself. He was one of those people that just kept putting things off and putting it off and putting it off. And then when he went, he was wondering why he waited so long because it was a help. And now, and like you said, it's just a point of his life because now he's doing fantastic and he's able to give back. But it was just a moment in his life.
We all have moments in our life that we just need a little extra help. Somebody could have gotten laid off. Someone's spouse could have passed away, and oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? There's medical expenses that come up, and oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've heard, I never thought I would be here. I never thought this would be me. I never thought that I would need your services. And again, we smile and we say, well, that's what we're here for. We're glad we're here for you.
Right. Oh,
no
absolutely.
judgment at all. We try to keep it warm. We try to keep it friendly.
You do a good job at
we
that.
Try.
Yeah, perfect. So when someone signs up for the Christmas or the holiday meals, are they also signing up for continuous help?
If they need it, you bet.
They can do that all the one stop. Okay.
One-stop shop.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and we hope that they do.
Yeah.
We hope that they do. There are people who do need us on a continuous basis. There's a lot of underemployed families in our community. There are a lot of people who are on Social Security or Social Security disability. And if you are on supplemental Social Security, which means that you are disabled, you can't get food stamps.
Oh.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we really are a very vital part of their lives. I will say that we serve people who are up to 185% of the poverty level. About 85% of our clientele are at 100% of the federal poverty level or below.
About what amount is that?
Okay.
I'm not sure what that is.
So I don't have the number directly off the top of my head, but I want to talk to you about somebody who's on Social Security, supplemental Social Security, who is disabled and cannot work. Through no fault of their own, they cannot work. Their income is $910.74 a month. So out of that comes your food. If you have a vehicle, you know, you have to have insurance. You have to be able to put gas in that vehicle. You have to pay your rent. You have to pay your lights, your utilities, food. If you're ill because you're disabled, perhaps there's medication that you can take. All of that comes out of that 900.
Gosh,
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. So a lot of times our clientele are making choices.
Something's got to go.
Something's got to go.
Yeah.
I need medicine. I can't be without my medicine. So maybe I'm not paying this bill, or maybe I'm not paying that bill, or maybe I'm not eating.
Right.
And there's no reason for you not to be eating. Please come down and see us.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's our main goal, is to help you, because without nourishment, you're not going to be much
No.
good. Your health is going to fail even worse.
And then you can't work. You don't have the energy to do anything.
You don't have the energy to do anything. Yeah.
So, so for people who are especially busy, they want to help, but they can't. I know you said that they can drop off a check at these locations during these times. On your website or Facebook page, do you guys have a PayPal set up or something where people can just do it from home?
On our website, yes.
The website,
You can.
okay.
The Resource Connection has a lot of wonderful programs, and we do have a donation page, and you'll just, on the drop-down box, you'll click on the food bank, select the food bank, and make your donation right there.
Oh, that would be nice.
You can also send it to us in the mail. We have a post office box, 1656 in San Andreas, and you can send it that way. If you don't want to bother with our website, give me a call. I'll help you do it over the phone.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. And FYI, because I just did this, my birthday was at the end of August, and on Facebook they have where for special occasions you can do a fundraiser.
Yep.
It's like doing it for yourself, but I did it for our hospice grief program. And I put in $300. I'd like to raise $300. I just like pulled that amount out of the air, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a lot. I was kind of embarrassed to put it on there. And just like that, my friends and family had donated enough to where we met the goal. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that there are different ways that people can help and do it right from your own home.
Right.
You don't have to go anywhere.
You don't have to go anywhere.
It's incredible.
It's easy.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good.
It
really
does.
does. Because you're helping the community. And I like to say that Calaveras County comes to life during the holidays.
Yeah.
And when I see the amount of people that volunteer to help us with Santa's Express, it makes me happy to see that the spirit of what Christmas is all about is alive and well in Calaveras County. And that makes me so proud to be part of this community. It really does.
Oh, that's perfect. And do you know that that was like the perfect ending to this episode?
Are we done?
That was beautiful, and we are just about out of time. Like, I shouldn't say anything else, so just leave it to what you said. That was so beautiful.
Well, Tammy, thank you so much for having me and allowing me to come and talk about our program.
I love having you, and thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you.
I know it can't always be so fun and uplifting to see so many people in need, but I thank God that you're there doing it. You help so many people and families, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we say that we have the best job in the world. We're making a difference in someone's life every single day.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys, thank you for joining us. And I'll see you next time on Tammy's Window on Calaveras.